All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, and this one is called Cenat's Protégé Up. This one is about Rakai, man. I don't know what happened. Let's find out together.
It looks like Cenat's protege, the guy that he said, or the kid that he said is set to surpass him, and he believes he will be the biggest streamer in the world. Rakai is already going through a bit of his own self-imposed humiliation ritual, but he got some backlash for something that I find ridiculous. So it all started, it was Halloween, right? And what did he dress up as for Halloween? Well, you know, everybody's got to go through it, right? Except Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams. Shout out to both of them. Two sides of the spectrum. One crazy, one not so crazy, but was seen as crazy for a point in time. But he dressed up as white chicks, and I'm just going to play you guys the clip while I'm speaking because...
Oh, he did the white face? He did the white face like Drewski? See, this is a terrible climate right now to be doing that because you know how we are when they do the black face. So the white people are now starting to trip like us over the white face.
There's music on it. But this one is a little bit odd because off rip, we know Rakai's history. We've seen his
What the hell? My boy went too far. He got dresses on and shit. I don't know about that.
Account where he be talking his trash, which I respect. You got to talk trash on the alt. How else are you going to get it off your chest? He gets the hating done on the alt and the gooning done on the alt. This man he is a certified gooner, which, you know, I wish him recovery in that process because that is something to go through. And he broke down when that whole thing happened. And like I said back then, I was like, listen, man, I feel bad for these young bucks. They are getting caught at like 6, 7 years old. They didn't even have a chance to fight it. It's like, it's a handicap match. Shout out to WWE.
What the hell is a gooner? Let me know in the comment section. Certified gooner. Maybe that's something we say, but they just changed the word up. This young generation. Certified gooner. What is that? Let us know in the comment section.
Or WWF, actually. So you're probably thinking like, okay, well, he just dressed up quote unquote. You're probably thinking the backlash is from him dressing up as a female, right? Like putting on the dress and the skirt and the heels, and he was really into it. Yeah, that would be somewhat justified. Like, I think that's a little odd. Like,
nah,
did you have to dress up as a woman? Like, come on, there's a lot of other options. But no, that wasn't it. It was quote unquote whiteface. Like, this is unreal. Now, I will...
Yeah.
Let's play you guys...
Drewski got the same pushback after his skit.
The funny clip that happened, which just goes to show that I think this guy is hilarious.
You know what's going on? You know what's going on? Look, your whole room knows. Don't stop.
Oh my God. God, these niggas is crazy, bro. These niggas is crazy.
Why would you do that?
So that was him just driving his dirt bike. This is the new house that they got. They got this new Clover Boys house. Clover Boys is like AMP Light, or like the G League of AMP, or the Developmental League. Let's call that. The Developmental League, the D League, where a lot of these guys are already popping. But Cenat got them a new house, or they got themselves a new house. So all these guys are in one content house again. But you know where the backlash came from? None other than Kick Champ, the greatest-ish stir of the streaming industry. I gotta salute this guy. He is hilarious. And I'm just glad I am not in his sights, and I'm not a streamer, so I wouldn't be in his sights. But he says Twitch is allowing Rakai to stream in full whiteface without any consequences. Now, whiteface, he's just dressed as white chicks from the movie White Chicks. And this is exactly what they did in the movie. So it's not like, oh, he's trying to be a white person.
Yeah, this is a different climate now, y'all. Y'all know back in the day, movies could get away with anything. You could say any type of words. You could say any type of slander. You could dress up like anybody, look like anybody. But then, you know, cancel culture came along and a lot of rules changed. And some are obvious, like, all right, yeah, that was out of pocket. You know what I mean? Because if the roles was reversed, would we trip? So that's how you got to look at it now in this climate. If the roles was reversed and a white kid was doing blackface, would we trip? Yes, we would. So, you know, I get it.
we'll give some balanced criticism to this a little bit later. But this streamer slash commentator Tectone would reply and say, totally cool with this, and this would get like millions of views. Drewski and Rakai can do whiteface. It's funny, but it's cringe AF that the two white girls who did blackface are getting doxxed and death threats. Either all racist jokes are okay or none are. Choose. This is not a racist joke, off rip. That's where I got to defend Rakai. I am not defending him for dressing up like that. Hell nah. So dressing up as a woman is crazy. I'm not defending that part. But I am defending the part where this is like a racial thing. He dressed up as a movie character. That's what he dressed up as. The chicks that he's talking about, the two white chicks, one of them is half black, but she put on like some black mask. It's like some face mask, and she's got like a bucket of chicken. And then there's another chick that just like drew like very...
Okay, now that's racist. That's racist. A bucket of chicken. Like, come on. And watermelon. What else?
Very lazy. I will say, very lazy. Blackface. I'm not putting either of those chicks up because they just don't deserve to be dignified in that manner. But one of them is saying like, oh, I'm going to go get my EBT. So there's a big difference in what those two chicks...
They're being racist. They're being racist.
We're doing. And the other chick, Lily Gaddis, who she put on like... She looked more Indian than black, but she put on her whole like brown face. And this is a whole new like grift that's been happening in the right-wingosphere, is that they are all like, it's like okay for them to be racist now. But in particular, those chicks, they were leaning towards stereotypes. They were leaning towards racist jokes. He didn't do that. Now, Drewski, you could say that, okay, he put on the white...
This went viral too. This was actually a good one. I mean, it got some mixed reviews. There was people who loved it, people who hated it. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Was Drewski out of pocket for this? Or, you know, no harm, no foul. What do y'all think? Hey, listen, not the black people. I don't want to hear y'all opinion on no harm, no foul. Y'all gonna say no harm. You know, white people, let me know.
And he was like kind of behaving in a way like creating a skit surrounding white stereotypes or like lower class white stereotypes. And for that, I'll be like, yeah, you got that one. Now, do I think like Drewski deserves backlash for it? Hell no, I don't. But I will say you cannot put what Drewski did and what Rakai did in the same boat. Rakai was a movie character. That's it. And like, here's a clip. Like even one of Rakai updates is like, WTF Rakai got going on. And you see white chicks and you see them here. And there was no backlash when White Chicks was made as a movie. And
you gotta not give a fuck about doing some shit like that. Dressing like a girl, wearing a wig, acting like a girl. Because you gotta live with that for the rest of your life. I know some people do stuff in a moment, but they don't think about, like, one day I'm going to have kids, and my kids is going to see this. It's like being an OnlyFans girl. Like, your kids one day is going to know their mom was on OnlyFans showing pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And he would reply, and Rakai would get all this backlash on Twitter, because Twitter is the haven for not only negativity, but like kind of like white people complaining and crying about certain stuff. Well, everyone cries on Twitter, but that's where they would get it off. And Tectone really amplified it with KickChamp as well, because KickChamp does not like Cenat. He wants to see him taken down. So somebody that's connected to Cenat, he's going to be on his head top too. But Rakai replied with the following, and I'm going to play you guys his response right now.
I go on Twitter, tell me why I'm mad because I had a Halloween costume as a whiteface. If you don't grow the up, that's a prime example of my game. No matter what you do, they're gonna hate on you regardless, bro. So guess what? You could just as anybody want to do as Halloween. It's Halloween. Damn. Always just hating, bro. So I don't know, bro. Chat, if that's in the wrong, bro, you feel me? Like everybody spell period. Everybody spell period, bro. We don't say facts. Chat, we do not say facts in here, chat. It's period and clap that to you. Because what the bro, they be on my that, bro. Like, gang, if they kept saying all of the roles reversed. If you white and you want to be Michael Jackson, I mean, if you white and you want to be if you want to be me for Halloween, it says black. If you want to be Michael Jordan for Halloween, put black face.
See, he younger. That's all I was saying. So he don't get it. It's the older people that be offended. The younger people, they're more open-minded. You know what I mean? They're young. This dude right here he's a kid, man. He's 17, 18, something like that. 16. You know what I mean? So I expect an answer like this from him. Older generation, they're gonna be like, hell no, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that's where the generational gap comes in at. You know, we think different.
Paint on your face. No one gives a racism. Bro, chat, bro. You get where I'm coming from, though? You feel me?
All right, now hold up. Him talking about we don't say facts in the chat, we say period. That's a little zest. I am not typing a period anywhere, unless maybe like the dot, as in get to giving me my content.
Showing you his age, talking about clock that T and period. That's stuff like the gay community says, like, yeah, you know.
My entertainment, but that's a little zesty. But regardless, I think he's got a good point here. He's like, yo, he just dressed up as something. Like I said, I think it's weird that you got to dress up as a woman, but he decided to do that, and then they took some sort of intention out of it, which was not there, and then they compared him to two chicks that specifically were rage baiting. They wanted to rage bait black people, and it worked, and they wanted people to defend the rage bait, like, oh, did they just dress up as something as Halloween? No, they didn't. We know their intention, that more than anything else. Like Drewski's intention, it was comedy. He was doing a skit, and it was also lazy too on those chicks' behalf. Let's be real here. Like, at least put on a real outfit. They weren't even dressed as a figure. It was just like some random garbage of a stereotype. So Rakai here, I think he's got a point. I think he thugged it out. The biggest mistake he made was, oh, I opened my Twitter. Oh, that's the biggest mistake right there. you can't open your Twitter. He's probably just got to go to his community page. But even in his community page, it's a rite of passage, man. Like, shout out to Rakai, not for the period thing, not for the dressing as a chick thing, but for standing on his 10 toes. You do not got to apologize for this. This is nonsensical. You just got to keep it pushing, and this is your rite of passage.
Right. It wasn't done with racist intent, and that's what I get from it too. I don't look at it and feel like he did it to be racist. Like, it was being one of his favorite movies coming up, you know, Marlon Wayans, White Chicks. That was a super popular movie. They had 2 parts to it. So he's a kid. It's a popular movie. Hey, man, it's going to be funny. It's going to get a reaction. I'm doing something outside of my element, and people going to love it. And, you know, you're going to get the haters that hate, but come on, y'all. Let's be real. It wasn't done with no malice. He's not sitting here, you know, how the girls had the watermelon and blackface and saying these type of words. Like, come on, let it go. It's not that deep with this one.
Got motion now. The fact that people are talking about you like this, it means you're popping. Now, granted, I don't think they'd be talking about another outfit like this if you were just dressed up as someone else. But also, I think this conversation is just so tired. They're not upset. This is the thing. They're fake upset at Rakai or Drewski for what they did. It doesn't actually harm them or get them mad. They're just mad that they can't, or they would get repercussions for putting on blackface. And hey, if you're getting repercussions for that, then either stand on it and do it if that's what you really want to do.
Stand on it.
Just don't do it. It's that easy. But like getting upset at him when we could tell like he was just trying to have fun and he dressed as a movie. This is the thing. It's a movie character. And in the movie, they put the chalk or whatever on their face as well. That was the joke of the movie. So
right.
I think this is ridiculous. I think Rakai did not deserve the backlash that he got. I think this pointing out these quote unquote double standards, it doesn't take into consideration the full context and the obvious intentions that were behind this. Like, if Rakai was a political, and the chicks that dressed up like that, their whole Twitter feed and timeline is them saying like, oh, you know, black people are doing this and they're bad and this and this stereotype. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to put together, oh no, they're just dressing up as something funny for Halloween that they think is cool. No, they're rage baiting. Whereas Rakai, you see the guy's just an entertainer. Or Drewski, the guy's just an entertainer. He gets along with everybody. And I guarantee you, whoever Drewski was trying to dress up as for that skit, they found it funny too. So you trying to get mad on the behalf of people that found it funny is a futile effort. And it's not going to work. Man, I'm not going to be sitting here co-signing that. So right. I like Rakai standing on it. I like the fact that he's going to keep doing his thing, even though I may not agree with the extent to which he got into character, but it's clear he finds no problem with it. He thinks it's funny and he's standing on it, which is quite tough to do at his age. He's got a lot of eyes on him for someone so young. He's like 16, 17. I feel like he's been 16 for 2 years now.
Right.
It's like when Speed was saying he was 18, or like it took 3 years for Speed to turn 18. It was the opposite though, because they didn't want Speed to be too young, or if he said his real age, he wouldn't be able to like do certain types of content or to exist on YouTube, I think, or to live stream. So he had to hide his age or obscure his age. This guy, it's almost like they're trying to keep him 16, 17. He's got to be at least 17 now, maybe like a senior in high school equivalent. But he's living his dream, man. Shout out to him. I hope he continues to do his thing. I hope he gets bigger than Kai, frankly. I mean, Kai wants him to get bigger than him. He's got the energy. He's a little bit different. Like, he's got the energy that Kai's got, but he's like a different bundle of energy, if you get what I'm saying. But
yeah. All right. Shout out Rakai, man. Shout out AMP. Shout out Clover Boys. Shout out all of them, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Should he get pushed back? It was obviously done with no racist intent, no malice. It was just a comedy skit. He's a comedian, entertainer. You know, as far when I say comedian, like he likes to be funny for his crowd and, you know, doing stuff. And he was mimicking a movie, a popular movie. Now, it's like with me, right? When I saw Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder and he was playing the black man, that's one of the funniest movies. It's hilarious, bro. He didn't do it with no racism, no malice. So I didn't take it to heart like that. But some people do. Some people are so sensitive when it comes to that. And I get it. Listen, I get it. You have a right to be. Now, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Should he be held accountable? Should he be in trouble for that? Or what, do you understand he was just being an entertainer, having fun, didn't mean no harm? Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.